this show on the road, shall we? All right, let's bring out our amazing house band, Louden Swain! But I'm not the person that's going to tell you who's on that list. There's someone else who's going to come out here and do that. Except most likely he probably won't do that either. But it's going to be super funny and entertaining. I can guarantee that. Please give it up for Montreal, Speight.
Montreal, bad people of Montreal, unsavory people of Montreal. People of Montreal who can be trusted, people of Montreal cannot be trusted. All the good people and weird people and bad people of Montreal who have gathered in this room to celebrate a satanic show. A show powered by the underworld, a show powered by darkness. A show in which death is just another day in the office. Mayhem and slaughter are just par for the course. Here we are in a new city, Bobo.
Brand new.
Nobody's more excited than Bobo and me.
Une vie nouvelle.
Yes, and Rob he's exemplifying exactly why we are excited. Because Robbie and I both are, and a lot of people didn't know this. It's our pleasure to reveal this to you today. Robbie and I happen to be fluent in franglais. We will be speaking franglais toujours. So, chaque jour, we'll be speaking franglais.
For said entire weekend.
New, we'll be doing it consistently. New, are thrilled to display our franglais skills en route.
Nous sommes very excited.
Oui, nous sommes. It's great that we can finally whip out new franglais. Pour des personnes.
Oui.
Dans la chambre.
Oui.
We are excited for this.
Notre excitement is through the roof. through la ciel.
And you know why we're going to speak franglais to you the entire weekend? Juste pour rire. For new rear.
For Richard's rear and Mike's rear.
This rear. Mike's rear. Guillaume's rear. Guillaume, that's you. Show your rear. And you should know that's rear. Right across. Rear. He just gave us half.
What's the?
We got half cheek.
Esteban is in Spanish. What is it in French? Etienne. Etienne.
Oh, no, it's Le Steven.
Ah, wait. Etienne.
Etienne.
We have Michel Borja.
Michel Borja.
Je m'appelle Robot Michel.
Oh, we programmed franglais into the robots, right?
Oui.
You are Monsieur Robert.
Oui.
Monsieur Robert.
Ici. C'est moi.
Vous êtes ici?
Oui.
Je suis là.
Et tu?
Oui.
Tu s'appelles Richard?
Oui. Really? The informal?
Wow. Yeah. We're friends.
Nous sommes amis?
Oui.
Yeah. Très bien, Robert. Très bien. Guillaume est très méchant. Guillaume est très méchant. Méchant, Guillaume. Méchant.
I love that your whole personality changes when you speak French.
Well, this is an English French. You know, I'm speaking my language. This is my French.
Mais oui.
Je m'appelle Richard. Je mange une grosse salade.
You eating a big salad.
Je suis faire du ski nautique. Je vais dans la plage.
You going to the beach?
Oui. J'ai un grand crayon.
You got a big crown? Excuse me, folks. He thought that meant something else.
I thought it meant pencil. Unlimited how much fun we're going to have. Shock jour.
Unlimited how sick and tired of us you will be by the end of the week.
Trey, sick and tired of us. And I'll be honest, they're over this bit maintenant. But as we say in the business, tough Mary. We're the ones with the microphones. We're the ones with the microphones. We're the old guys on the stage. We're the phone homes who get to decide what's going to happen. EC. And these phone homes decided that EC is going to be a lot of frog night. So prepare yourselves for a frog-horrific weekend with liver celebrities. It's gonna be so great. Who's coming to the show this weekend, right?
You know who's gonna be here?
I do now.
Matt Cohen is gonna be here.
Yep, I see him right there.
Cute Rose here.
Yep, I see it.
Mark Pellegrino, his first show. How about Ruth Connell down there?
Ruth Connell?
How about
Rachel Mayer?
Sebastian Roche?
Oui.
And of course, Jensen and Jared.
And Misha Collins.
Oh yes. Lisa Berry's here.
Misha Collins and he's Impalmiable.
Oui. Say incroyable.
Impalmiable.
C'est incroyable.
C'est incroyable. C'est formidable. Oh my goodness. So much fun.
We knew some poets said we didn't know it.
We were poets, and we didn't think we were. Good stuff, Bobo.
Who est-ce que tu going?
Just wait backstage.
Qu'est-ce que c'est backstage? What's happening back there?
In person at DC.
Okay.
Just wait on stage.
Oh. There you are.
Asseyez-vous. Et moi? Merci. Pourquoi non?
I have to say.
Pourquoi non? Pourquoi non?
Pourquoi I'm playing guitar?
Monsieur Robert? Avec une question. Vous avez un problème avec moi? Vous avez un problème avec moi?
Non.
Parfait. Anywho.
Vous êtes coming unglued. No, literally your toupee's coming a little bit unglued.
Mike, I can't remember how to say hare and horse are really close to each other, so.
Chevaux.
But chevaux is, I don't know which is one. What's horse?
Chevaux.
What's hare? Chevaux? The chevaux, my chevaux.
We just call that a mane. The chevaux. Mane. Right? Boy, I'm seeing a lot of French jokes that aren't flying. Like this morning in our photo op, someone said they wanted a sandwich, and I said, "Oh, you mean a croque monsieur?" For two messieurs.
It was very funny, and 8 minutes later, after he finished explaining it to the gal, she went, "Oh!" And then a half smile out of a woman who just really wanted out.
And a full smile from Richard, he thought it was the best thing he ever heard.
I thought it was great.
Me failing in my humor.
She was screaming her safe words. She wanted me out of the situation. Banana hammock, banana hammock, banana hammock.
She wanted the down milk on the oven.
That's broad safe word, but it works.
It is actually.
What's that in French?
It's a long callback, yeah. Krista remembers banana hammock.
Listen, man, I'm sucker for the classics. Especially in a city that hasn't heard the jokes yet. How many of you are experiencing your very first convincing to Supernatrual? I love that. What's Friday in French?
Vendredi?
Vendredi? Vous êtes vendredi personne? Vous êtes personne de vendredi? Vous êtes personne de vendredi? Et je t'aime. What'd you say?
Ditto, that's French for us too.
I honestly thought they said, we know. We got it. You love us. Put a cork in it. Pops. Get to the actors on the show. Kill the bit where you do the thing talking, alright? But this is the intro. This is what I do. How many of you are excited to be here for your very first time? event or however many conventions you've been to. How many of you are going to be joining us for a little fete we have on Friday nights called the Karaoke Party? How many of you stage personas are going to come here on Saturday and see this band play a rock and roll show like no other? Spécial de Saturday night, de nuit de Saturday, de spécial de nuit de Saturday.
Samedi nuit.
Samedi nuit, spécial de samedi nuit. La danse sauvage, jeu de guitare, en samedi nuit. Le spécial de samedi nuit. Et très bien. Tous les patients must come through that night.
I have no idea what you did there. You've been talking for a minute. Neither do I.
Even my framboise on a calentabal. It's part of my charm. You're here to see convention for a show. It's been on the air longer than most of you have been alive. 13 seasons. And as of a few days ago, heading into its 14th season. Here's the traveling live show, Supernatrual on Ice, that we bring to you town to town as we go spreading joy and death and mayhem and lumber sexuality and satanic love to the good people of the provinces. And the states, I mean, whatever. But the point is, we're here, you're here, and this is happening right here. It's all happening with the backdrop of music being gently laid out there for your ears to savor by Los Angeles NBC station Louden Swain. Over here about that. Let us meet the fellows in the band, the gentleman who showed us half of his bottom, Le Stephen Norton. A man who's bringing Elon Musk to his knees with the advancement in technology he displays every single jour. Monsieur Robot, Michael Borja. Robbie, take off your toupee. On the guitar, a man who apologizes for nothing, a man who came here to destroy you. He came here to build you up, he came here to stomp you down. He came here to see you weak, he came to see you shaking the knees, and when you're at your last emotional moment, you have a butt string to hold on. He reaches out with his spindly fingers and clips that string and watches you collapse to the floor, and he relaxes. He takes your bride, or your husband, or both, and off he goes into the sunset, all the while playing the guitar like it's nobody's business, because it truly is none of your business, Mr. Billy Moran! You're awesome! You're grand! Oh my God! Oh yeah! l'émission de Supernatural avec Louden Swain and Roberto, and Robert,
Oui.
and Richard.
Oui.
But, muy importante,
Yeah.
we don't really, it's not like front play, it's also spawn play, it's from spawn play.
Qui est-ce que the first guest?
I'm going to tell you, we don't need to be out here anymore ruining your language with our front play.
Right.
Because we have our very own pocket guide to any country we go to. Our very own polyglot, you know him, you love him, Sebastian Rocher!
They sounded like they had rabies when they speak French. Osticalis tabarnak. Hello, number 13. Hello. How are you? Did you miss me? Sure. Ça va-t-il? Ça va super, super cool. This is Rob Benedict's favorite word. Rob Benedict is like, oh, in France it's amazing. They say super cool all the time. I'm like, Rob, these are two English words. Like, right. Yeah, you're right. Come back. And hey, welcome to Louden Swain. How I miss them. Come on, guys! Do we love Louden Swain? Do we love Louden Swain? Thank you, guys. They're good. Do we love Louden Swain? Do we, yes. Do we love Louden Swain? Do we, yes. Do we love Louden Swain? Do we, yes. Do we love Louden Swain? Do we, No, really short, like a yes. Do we love Louden Swain? Do we? Yes. And then now I really like yes. Do we love Louden Swain? Do we? Oh, do we love Louden Swain? Do we? Do we love Louden Swain? This is the area of the crowd known as the polar circle. You know that here? Fucking hell. I feel like I am in the polar circle. I went outside yesterday and my nuts froze before anything else. That's cold. We were freezing. How are you? You good? Where are you from? Granby? Love Granby. I have no idea where this is coming from. Granby, beautiful day. Hello. Do you like Louden Swain? Do you? What? Wait. It's like she didn't really suffer. Yes. I am French, I do things subtle. Are you French? I am a poet. Yes. Do you like Louden Swain? Do you? Wait. That's her scream. I mean, she did the whole physical thing. She was like, come on! You gotta give it a little more. Come on, stand up. Wait. Right. Okay. Ready? Now stop moving. Stop doing this. Just imagine you're Mick Jagger. Right? Come on. Come here, come here, stand on it. Don't fall, because they'll sue me or someone will. You ready? You ready to scream it out? Oh, fucking hell, yes? Okay, ready, keep it. Do you love Swain? Do you? Yeah! How I miss these guys. I miss these guys a lot. Come on, give it up for them again! Mike, Steve, and Billy, who I didn't fucking recognize. Without his two fucking TV screens. We met. We were taking the same elevator and I was like, who the fuck is this hipster from LA there? And I was like, holy shit, it's you, Billy. I've never noticed some features on your face. Which I'm looking at right now. So beautiful. I love it. I like the Hunger Games look there too. Fantastic. I'm joking. I'm joking. Yes, I know, that's right. Because that is really so terrible. Oh my God! Come on, Robert. Oh my God! Hey, wait. Mesdames et messieurs, Robert Benedict. Hey, mesdames et messieurs, Richard Speight. Richard Speight Junior. No, because Speight in French means fart. So I was doing a play on words that was really funny.
Well, my last name actually is Fart.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I'm a big fart.
Anyway, guys, it's been amazing. Thank you very much.
Francis' favorite song.
I love you guys.
You'll see the karaoke. We're following sexy with sexy plus badassery. Ladies and gentlemen, Rachel Miner. I just love your whole that you now just come beelining up here at 30 mph, 50 kilometers per hour.
She already took me, she almost took me out. I was like, you need some.
Out of my way, old man!
I think you got air, dude.
Yeah, I actually have done that. And I've actually like taken turns.
Norton, I think you have to add a galloping sound to your sound jar to get the unicorn galloping up the ramp. You've been to Montreal before.
I have.
Didn't your dad? You said your dad.
My dad went to McGill. Awesome. You guys are incredible. Are you having fun?
I don't know. You haven't spent any time with them. We'll talk to you real fast. I'm kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, Rachel Miner.
But seriously, how the heck do I follow up the lead-in? That was hilarious. I got to hear some of that. Brilliant. I'm not going to be nearly as funny. But I love you guys.
I just want to say I love you, first off. Love your attitude, love your demon attitude. Do you find yourself more like Meg, like when you first met Dean and you thought you were Ruby? Do you find you I'm more of an attitude person or a laid-back person?
I'll be honest, I think I'm more Meg later on because I loved, but she never lost that kind of sly sense of humor. She kissed different people. So basically you're asking, do I want to be kissing Jensen or Misha?
Decisions, all right? Guys?
Yeah, but yeah, I like later Meg. I like when she was a bit more bewildered and honest about her confusion of what side she was on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I recently, ironically, went back and watched, I can't remember what episode it was, but the episode opens with Mark interrogating Mark.
Right. Yes.
But it's a big episode for you. It's one of your big episodes. And you were great. I mean, I've seen you a long time ago, but in real time, but to revisit it, you're so good at the show.
Thank you so much. That was a fun episode.
There was a scene where you're literally wearing 2 straps as you're being tortured.
I know.
How was that costume fitting?
Here's my question: is that I think Jared was put in the same thing, and he was fully clothed. So what's the deal with that?
You were naked except for 2 straps?
Yeah.
What season?
It's a season 6, Robo.
I'm serious. There was a number of times I read these scripts, and I'm like, but CW.
Yeah.
How can we get away with that?
They did.
It's me.
Yeah, it was a really good episode. It was really.
You guys are awesome. I was talking about how amazing you guys were. Just
Rachel.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you coming here to Montreal and lying to the people. I appreciate it very much.
They will pay me later.
Damn right they will. Ladies and gentlemen,
Happy birthday.
Rachel Miner! stage. It's part of what we do.
That's what we do.
Every now and then, we don't.
We don't.
In exchange for that, we play games.
Yes, we do.
Mind games. And this one is a bilingual game.
Huh?
We simply call it We Know.
Gosh, that really made us laugh.
Yeah, that's your. There's a thing in show business. It's called timing. There it is.
You're on,
right?
Doug. That's you, Doug.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
Don't everybody run away. I'm going to give somebody a chance to win $1,400.
Yeah. $1,400.
Before I do that, I want to give somebody $100. We have winners of the video contest, and I'm going to give out my first prize.
One good got my hair. One good got my hair, but now he's gone. Now he's gone. Now he's gone. Now he's gone. Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now I leave you, the new father, Mr. Jason Mance.
Hi, guys. Bonjour.
Take a good look at my face. You see my smile inside of place. If you look closer, it's easy to trace the tracks of my teeth. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Do. People get ready, there's a train coming. You don't need no ticket, just get on board. All you need is faith to get the diesels humming. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Cupid, drop back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart for me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart for me. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Do.
Y'all sound good.
You sound good.
I was going to bump it
Well, we're gonna play another station mix song, Jason.
I love it. Y'all help us out a little bit.
I'm fast and in trouble. Since the door shut in my face, telling life out on the sidewalk. Let the bees in the rain. I know that I have not been perfect. Yeah, mistakes I've made a few, but some people
get some too. Think he's dipping backwards, looking for a way to get gone. Give me just a minute while I try to move along, yeah. There's a freight train racing down the track. I don't know where it's going, but it's not coming back. Hear that whistle blowing, I catch it and get on. When the cable's moving backward, right the tide, changing time. People waiting for their own little destination. I think this journey might be mine. Ask a man who's passing me just what direction would be there. Call back on his shoulder and say, there's a freight train racing down the track. I don't know where it's going, but it's not coming back. Hear that whistle blowing, I catch it, get on.
You guys have CDs for sale in the...
We do busy.
Oh, man. Yeah, I got a few out there. Yeah, right out there, just at the table. Feel free to come get one. Hey, well, thank you so much. Hey, that reminds me,
Right. There's a freight train racing down the track. Don't know where it's going, but it's not coming back. Hear that whistle blowing, I catch it, and get on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jason Benedict. What the hell do I do with this guitar? What? Yeah, you brought another chair. That was in Iran. I'm really good at improv. Ladies and gentlemen, next to the stage, we're mixing this up. We're taking it from chill to not chill. We're taking it from chill to thrill.
Can we just take a pause for Norton's winter, onstage winter look? The Montreal look. The Montreal look.
Montreal.
It's the Louden Swain winter collection.
To be honest, the chambre vert is a little on the cold side, so it's a little froid in the chambre vert. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. I feel your pain. Ladies and gentlemen, enough about Norton and his bottom. It's time to bring out. You heard me. It's time to bring out some real talent that we love on stage, we love on TV, and we love it when these ladies sang on Saturday night. Put your hands together for Kim Rhodes and Lisa Berry. Bad back. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do when you're middle-aged?
Listen, I gotta say, I love the outfit that Kim is wearing. But you gotta take the scarf off for a second, because every time she wears it every now and then, and I feel like she's just a freaking hot priest, and I just want to confess. I just immediately want to start confessing things, and mostly confessions end with, "You're midriff." You know what I mean? Like, a lot of things to be honest about.
I will listen to those confessions happily. I can't absolve you of anything.
I cheated on my math test. I lied to mom and dad, and you're midnight.
All right, then instead of leaving, Lisa and Kim, everybody.
Hey, Brian, I can't see anybody. Is anybody out there? Yeah! It's nice. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. You can do better. What the fuck is going on? I love Jody. I love Jody. I love Jody.
I love Jody.
I love Jody. Thank you.
So I'm going to tell you something. How many people are going to join us for a little event we have on Saturday nights, aptly called Saturday Night Breakfast? How many of you will be attending your first Saturday Night Special? Good, because it's a heck of an event and you're in for a treat. And I tell you something, 2 more powerhouse singers you will not find: Kim Rhodes and Lisa Berry.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Day one, over.
How's it going, honey? They booed me off stage. Good for you.
And by day, I mean rich.
I got
Again?
Listen, I gotta tell you something, man. When I come out and they start booing, I hop on the bandwagon. I don't want to get mowed over by the boo train. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you know you got Rich as a friend. Every time we come out stage, people are like, boo! And then Rich comes out right now and going, boo!
What are you doing, Rob? Why are you storming the stage?
You're
Boo!
like throwing lettuce at me.
We used to always know that we were going to be booed every time we came on stage. So it would be a fight amongst all of us to see who could force on stage first. To be pointing into the bayonet and start receiving the boos. We'd do the old fake thing, be like, hey Mike, what's going on? Like, oh, okay. And we'd all like take a step back and like, boo. A robot can hurt, a robot can cry. Hey Robbie,
Hey Richie.
what's next?
Well, you're going to sign autographs. I'm going to take some pictures. And then everyone's going to take a breather.
You're gonna snap some pics around the room?
Yeah, take pictures of people. And then you're gonna take a breather, and then you're gonna come back and you're gonna lead the crowd in a little thing you do called karaoke.
Well, yeah, good for me. So autographs, photographs, karaoke, that's our Friday. I like it. I like the lineup, Robbie. I like the schedule.
I love it.
Friday, people! You're doing great. We'll see you in a little bit, everybody. Thank you.
Show the time remaining.
Put your hands together for Monsieur Petite Desiree.
How we doing this morning?
Sleeping is giving in. So lift those heavy
Saturday morning, how we doing? Excellent. How was karaoke last night? Lots of empty seats, that's always a good sign. Means it went really well. Good morning and welcome to Saturday of the Supernatrual Convention in Montreal, Quebec. We have a hell of a day for you. I'm gonna start backwards. At the end of the day, you're gonna get to see Nisha Collins. You are going to get to see Lucifer himself, Mark Pellegrino. You're going to get to feast your eyes on the best looking man in the world, Mr. Matthew Cohen. Your day's gonna begin with an appetizer of four of the most beautiful women I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. Miss Ruth Connell, Judy Rhodes, Lisa Mary, and Rachel Miner. But first, the very first person you're going to see is your host for the day. They don't make him any more French than this man, Monsieur Richard Speight. Bonjour, Richard.
Bonjour, Robert. Comment allez-vous?
Bien, merci. Et tu?
Bien. Merci.
C'est bon.
Et le band?
Le band, ce soir, bon.
Comment allez-vous, band? Wow, even in a second language, Billy blows me off. Guillaume, n'est pas un cœur.
He's born without a curve.
Yeah. How are we, Montreal? It occurred to me that it makes sense for me to put on the Montreal Expos baseball hat.
R.I.P.
For two reasons. Number one, nobody loves baseball more than our very own Monsieur Robert Benedict. Nobody. There's nobody who loves baseball more.
Say true.
And nobody loves exposing themselves more than Mr. Robert Benedict as well.
Thank you.
Loves baseball, loves to expose himself.
I don't.
Here we are in Montreal. Don't interrupt me. And here we are in Montreal.
When have I ever?
Rob loves baseball. Rob loves ball. Rob loves exposing himself.
Okay, that's.
Rob loves Montreal.
That is not.
Perfect sense.
You are not
come out and put this hat on. Robbie, I'm doing a monologue.
Okay.
So I thought, how apropos, a little French word, to come out here and expose ourselves to you, only differently than what Rob does. I mean emotionally. I mean expose ourselves to you, bring ourselves to you, lay ourselves at your feet as the Supernatrual frontmen who are bringing to you the show this weekend. The pure version of what Rob does on weekends.
You know, you say exposing myself, I say I'm cosplaying as Castiel.
Yeah, with a constant breeze and an oopsie look on your face.
So wrong.
Daddy forgot his trousers. The point is...
Hashtag Daddy forgot his trousers.
Hashtag Daddy's not going to do that back in Canada when this tape goes viral. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Seriously, in all seriousness, Rob loves to expose himself, and I thought that that's a great pastime of yours to use part of we lost Martin as part of our opening monologue, because it's important that you know that we're here, laid bare for your entertainment, not literally bare, but emotionally available to you. Because we know you're in for a shock and a wild ride. I mean, how many of you are experiencing your very first Supernatrual convention? How many are? couple of you in the back row might be in a different province, but it's like you're at a Supernatural convention. From back there, Jared and Jensen will look like they're normally sized. Let us know how that feels. So here you are experiencing your very first Supernatural convention, and you're so young, you're so naive, you're so fragile, you're wide-eyed, innocent, not knowing what to expect. But we know, Rob. We've eaten from the tree of knowledge.
We know.
We know what it's like. We know how leveled you will be by the perfection. How the lumber sexuality, or as they say here, the sexuality du little yeah. The sexuality du little we will roll over you. Mash you flat. It's painful. This kind of love hurts.
Are they ready?
No.
Are they praying?
No. I pray they're praying, but they're not praying.
I don't think they're praying.
You know right now?
No.
I pray that they're praying, but they're not praying. Now they're just praying.
Right.
To be destroyed.
That's true.
By the lions of men who are going to take this stage.
They're such lions, those two men.
I'm worried that you're overexposed. We're going to have to call them the Montreal overexposed. Because now it's too much.
Yeah.
People, I mean, here's the thing. They're so handsome. They smell like pure light. If pure light had a scent, you know?
Like goodness.
Like joy. Like, you know, honestly? Like freedom.
Like freedom.
They smell like freedom.
Yeah.
They smell like freedom and potpourri.
Yeah.
It's like if freedom took a dump and then sprayed that potpourri afterwards.
Yeah.
That's what they smell like. The shit of freedom. With an overlay of dried flowers. That's what they smell like.
The merde de freedom.
Avec
potpourri.
potpourri. The good potpourri. That's what they smell like. And they're long and they're tall, and I say this, and I mean it. You'll see what I mean. You'll get up there, you'll get your photos. By the way, the people in Canada, making out like bandits at that exchange rate, you know what I'm saying? Like if the Americans came up here to get their photos with Jared and Jensen, it's like a fire sale, that exchange rate. You're gonna get up and realize that Jared and Jensen, and I mean this, take this to the bank, have the best toupees in show business. So realistic. Jared won't take off his ski hat because he's bald from here all the way around here. In fact,
I hear Jared's is made with actual human hair.
yeah, what they do for these cons, I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm exposing myself to you, not in the Rob way, but in the kind, emotional, legal way. Is Jared's ski hat, the hair is sewn into the hat. Yeah. So then all he does in the morning is put on the hat, voila, perfect hair. We're going to start selling that in the merch room soon.
Yeah.
Jared hair. So that you too can have long flowing locks, just like actor Jared had like.
We're desperately trying to get the patent on that.
Yes.
So we can start selling
We
it.
can't do that yet. But for now, I'll tell you what, just give it a firm tug when you're in the photos. He loves that. That'll go over like gangbusters.
Oh yeah.
I promise you won't be escorted out by Cliff under the nanosecond. If you reach for Jared's hair. You'll need a step ladder. Oh, it's so exciting. So much going on.
Very exciting.
So, I'm excited. And I've done this umpteen times. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Too many times I care to count, and yet I'm still excited. Why? Because it's always fresh, it's always new. You have fabulous new faces experiencing the convention for the very first time. How many of you last night joined me and my cohort Matt Cohen for karaoke? And aren't you glad you did? How many of you people are going to step up to the plate and do the right thing and join this band this very evening on this stage for the show we call Saturday Night Special? Don't make a mistake in this out, it's worth every penny. An amazing night of music by these guys. Speaking of, join with me now as we say good morning to the boys in Louden Swain, shall we? On the drums, laughing at the jokes about Rob exposing himself, Stephen Norton! On the bass guitar, understand what Billy's doing right now.
No.
A robot who is bilingual, a robot who can love, a robot who can hurt, a robot who's not afraid to cry, and a robot who legally is stalking Ruth Connell, Michael Borja! On the guitar. I don't need to tell you about this guy. You know about this guy. Your mommy warned you about men like this when you were a little girl. She said, "No, Doug, they come at you with them beards and them glasses and them guitars. And they'll say I love you with their eyes, but they'll say I don't love you with that guitar. They say I love all women, I love all men, I love all things, I do all things, I'm afraid of nothing. I embrace it all, I hug it, and when I'm done, I walk the F away without any feeling at all. He's chiseled from stone, he's pure evil. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Moran! No! Take your eyes from me, son! Well done, boys of the band. Robbie?
Yes, sir.
I say we get this freight train of entertainment started.
Let's do it.
There's so much quality coming on the stage. Let's not waste any more of anyone's time.
Okay.
I'm simply going to say these four names. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Rachel, Ruth, Lisa, and... Well done. I love the new ramp. You guys like the new power ramp? I don't know why we're not using it more. Like we're being stupid. We're coming up the stairs like jerks. We have a power ramp.
Especially, you know, with these karaoke nights, you can just roll off the stage.
Say it again?
I said these karaoke nights, you could just be rolled off the stage.
That's, yeah, they do that anyway, or they do it on the stairs and dance in the first. Ladies, we're not going to take up any of your precious time. We'll see you in a little bit, everybody.
Oh, wow.
Montreal, enjoy.
Bonjour, tout le monde. Ça va? That's it, that's all I've got.
Seeing as this is a supernatural lead and we're strong female characters, what one word would you use to describe your character that most empowers them? What one word would be used to empower your character? Like if you had to, before a scene, you think of
Oh,
one
you mean
word.
when I'm acting?
Yeah.
Great, I'll start this one. Fuck!
Numbnuts.
This is for our characters? Because I think for Meg it was Clarence.
know what the question was, but I know when I walk out and I hear Kim say fuck, that could be her answer to anything. So, ladies and gentlemen of Montreal, Lisa Barrett and Kim Rowe.
Yes.
Where we go off stage
Right.
to bring on the next guest.
Okay.
Who are ourselves.
Right? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Give it up!
Somebody in the front row got the gift of Richard being blown out my anus.
So hopefully it's still framed and we keep going.
That's what we're going for.
High art is
The old Coleman
what we're
Club.
going for. We tried to do Franglais last night at the karaoke party. We tried very hard. I thought you'd appreciate it that for the Bon Jovi song, You Give Love a Bad Name. We were singing, or doing our best to have everybody sing, Vous donnez love a mal name. Vous donnez love a mal name.
I like it. I like it. Makes just enough sense.
And Sebastian's like, why do we? Oh, by the way, I forgot to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been here for days. You've seen us so much, but you haven't seen this man in normal clothes. It's Matthew Cohen, everybody.
I think our job is done.
Our work here is finished. Thank you. Matt is going to be on stage tonight with the band.
That's damn right.
Doing a song. Hell of a voice in this kid. Is this the new track you've been doing like the last couple cities?
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
The new track?
No, but I don't know this song. I only know Matt Cohen's version. So
oh, really?
This is from insert. It's a Matt Cohen original.
Yeah.
That's right. I actually.
Yeah. Matt wrote it. Got some radio play.
You do very well. It's a really good tune.
Yeah, put it on wax. You know?
He put it on wax.
Really? You made a single out of it? Kind of.
Yeah. Or no, just candle wax.
Oh, okay.
Printed all over with sexy Rich. You should have seen it.
Too busy watching Rob expose himself. Here's the thing. Why don't we move on to questions and go from there? Okay, shall we? All right, you.
In the middle of the moat would be a house with a marshmallow floor, graham cracker walls, and a chocolate roof, and it would be called S'more Heaven.
First of all, I want to say you guys are all amazing. So my question is, on set, I know that Jensen, Jared, and Misha always have to prank each other, and I wanted to know you guys also, and then on some of the pranks, and if so, which is the one that you are the most proud of?
For me, I've never been involved in the pranks, so Rob, I know they've given you a hard time. So.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, I would just say more my pranks are being the bummer end of Richard Speight Jr. jokes, which do and bring me great joy and pain at the same time.
You gotta tell me the story how they mess with you when you're trying to do scenes.
I had a very serious scene with Jensen and Jared. I'm trying. God's like laying out a plan with them how to defeat Amara, and Jared's playing footsie with me under the table. And I'm looking over at Jensen to maybe be the sane one, and Jensen's making faces every time I go look at him. So he's like, and then I look at him, he's like, and then I can't get to my mind, I start laughing because the cameras are all on me, And the director's like, okay, what is going on? And finally I was like, it's not me! It's the leads on your show! Because as a guest star, you never want to like sort of go like, yeah, the time I was frustrated immediately couldn't get to the lights because this big old leg was like, and I'm going like in this shot, I'm going like this. They're like, keep ducking out of camera.
You've told that story many times, and I always think it's hilarious. It wasn't until the last time you told it that you revealed that the director got mad at you.
Yeah.
It's like an extra little nugget. And I love how the guys didn't come to your rescue.
Yeah, no, not at all. They're like on their phones as I'm getting lambasted.
Good stuff. Friends. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us. That right there is Matthew Cohen.
Also, where the band is going to be doing a little mini acoustic set in the merch room, where all the merch is.
Merch!
And then we're going to be signing autographs there, so come see us.
All right, go see the band, and then come back for the costume contest, whenever the hell that starts.
Okay guys, before you guys run out of room, I want to give out a couple more prizes before we start the autograph session. And also be aware that Richard's solo photo op is at 12:25. So, music video winner is Catherine Roy St. Jean in the room. Catherine Roy St. Jean. Anybody know?
How are we doing? I hope you got some water, something to hydrate. And maybe some food. It's good. We've been having a great time. Just a great day. Been meeting and greeting and picturing, signing pictures. Signing those. You know, guys, I'm just stalling until Richard comes out.
I'll be out in a second.
He'll be out in a second.
I'm almost there.
He's almost here.
Hold on.
Just hold on.
Un momento, per favore.
1 minute, please. Spanish.
Oh, there you are. I couldn't figure out where you went, Rob.
I'm here on stage.
You're on stage where you belong.
Oh man, I was really killing it too. I was on fire.
You want to, I think we should just do this, right?
I think we should.
Okay. Well, all it takes is 3 simple words to get this man to take the stage. Say them with me, won't you, with passion. 1, 2, 3. All hail Satan! Well, you use the informal.
I'm not in my French.
You're fluent in French.
Nope.
But you send me a lot of texts in French.
Called Google Translate.
Man, I really thought you were good.
I know you did. When I sent you that paragraph, I'm like, I bet he's thinking, holy crap, this guy can really
Yeah, man, you were all over the tenses, and it was like really impressive. I'm like,
No,
I guess text each other.
in French.
in French.
And then I got
More
nervous.
basic.
I got nervous
Come on,
how
jealous.
to respond.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh
Is that
man.
when you accidentally sent me Felicitacion
Wait.
to and Tracy?
Tracy,
Tracy Abu. He sent that to me, and I was like, thanks. What?
Oh, he did?
Tracy who? And then he was like, oh, I meant that for Mark. It's like, well, that makes a lot more sense.
I've done that with you, Richard.
I have a screenshot of a text exchange that is it brings me such joy. It was years ago, and Mark, out of the blue, sent me the text that said, okay, sweetheart, love you. Followed by a bunch of hearts. And then I said, love you too. And he said, oh, fuck. Just brought me such joy.
I'm not going to even tell you the mistaken text I sent my trainer. I'm not going to say it.
I'll be checked out. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Pellegrino.
What's up? You guys happy? You guys having a good time so far? I'm kind of a trickster, and I like playing practical jokes on people and teasing them, and that's sort of what I do whenever I'm preparing for Lucifer.
Get out of here, Dad! Dad, no stepping on my stuff, man! Don't look innocent!
Boom! Wait, where's Robert? What are you doing on stage? Boom!
Howard!
Boom!
Oh, man. I think this question is going to go unanswered.
No, answer the question. We just.
So I like playing tricks and practical jokes and that sort of. They're doing something to me behind my back. I'm going to go over here to turn right now.
Now, Mark, did you get your soy calf, half calf, double latte with the extra whip? That I know you like?
I did.
Is it almond milk?
No.
Soy?
So
Perfect. Mark is very particular about his coffee.
Well, see, now I knew I never should have said this because I knew Rich would use this against me. So you should tell them a little story.
In fairness, in my defense, Mark announced before he ordered his coffee, he said, "May I have everyone's attention in the room?" And you can judge a man by his coffee order.
And I don't mean that in a good way. If you have a complicated coffee order, it's bad.
And that's how I tease it up. And I'm like, okay, it's a solid point, Mark. Thinking he's going to then turn to the person and go, "I'll take a black coffee." That's it. End of conversation. I want a large black coffee. Done. Mark Pellegrino, MP on the cup in Sharpie, delivered to me, hot. That's what I drink. That's what I want. That's my order. Thank you. No.
That's you.
That's not what happened. Yeah, don't put Mark Pellegrino on there. Mark was like, so that's it. You can judge a man by his coffee order. If it's a long order, complicated order, you gotta question that man. You gotta be concerned about that fellow. Something's going on, something's not right. I was like a half calf, double calf, decaf with a little bit and soy. You know, it could be lukewarm if it's too hot, burn my palate. I like small but large cup, and I like to be able to smell it. Thanks, be a dog, and that to me ASAP. Appreciate it.
This is slightly exaggerated.
Barely.
But I warned you.
You did!
Anything that happens between us now, it's
Later
on
on, you go, I can't believe you used that against me, and I never should have said that in front of you. You literally, I've seen public speeches that had smaller intros to your logo. You made a giant sandwich of it. You wanted me. You dangled the carrot.
I did. I know this.
So this is the house that you built?
I'm a troublemaker. I like it. I like this.
You love the pain.
I do like the pain.
You know what? It's good to see you as always, Mr. French-speaking man.
Yes.
It was, I'm going to say this, because I think it deserves a round of applause, celebrating a long, many multi-year wedding anniversary with his wife coming out. Happy anniversary. Your bride.
No, bon anniversaire.
Bon anniversaire.
Happy birthday.
No, but I said félicitations.
I said félicitations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We speak English, I guess we are.
We're really getting confused up here.
We are. The point is, Mark Pellegrino.
That's why he's the devil. I'm still recovering from the booze, and I noticed that when they came out during our panel, nobody knew them.
I like it that you said you're covering from the booze. And I also, what about the audience reaction? That's still something. You're hungover.
I'm just remember for the booze.
Robbie.
Yes, Rich, what's happening?
If we were MCs,
we would know.
professional MCs. We know what's next, but we're not.
It's a little bit of an intermission while you and I sign some autographs.
Oh, autographs, okay. So, do we some autographs signed up?
Yeah. So we have it on the ground. But I'll come up with
Get yourself going! We'll see you in a bit, everybody.
Now they're cheering for me.
I know why everybody's here. We have a problem.
Yeah, we get a bump.
Sorry guys, I hate to do this to you.
It's a recurring problem.
Boys, you don't play.
Give her something.
One more time, try it again. You know what? If you don't mind, we're going to stay backstage and have a little scotch. Oscar and I'll have some scotch on the stage. Grabbed by strangers and rolled up and taken to a place you don't know and smoked and cut up and made the smoke meat. This is Montreal. Right now, somewhere on a bagel, a Montreal bagel, dear God. Local man steak, your brother, you got here, what do you get? Turned into a love slave. Yes, I'm trying to live somewhere. In love cave. They're having Misha. Didn't wait till Sunday. Oh my God, it's a Misha Monday. I'll be honest, they're probably all suspended. Dear God, I think we've lost them forever. What are you gonna do, Rob? Help me! Robbie, seriously, shouldn't say pop.
Really? You and Misha!
everybody has to do as part of the bodily function. You stand the commitment of our good people, and I'm proud to say he's taking a move. He's moving. Yes, he is. He's moving. Yes, he is.
Must be.
Damn right he is. He's moving. Yes, he is. He's gonna come out here so light on his feet, feeling great, not stuffing all that rap crap to stuff the egg. He's gonna look great, feel great, give a great tail. And you're gonna feel mad that you were such a tiny a-hole. He's moving. Yeah, what did I do? Oh, what did you do? You're an a-hole. You are.
There are children in the audience.
It's time they knew.
The DG.
F you. The winner's Keisha. Okay, apparently he's
That was Scottish version of the time. I didn't care.
here's the update. It's a big turn. He's gotta go. He doesn't want to leave home. Quick show. He's sweating. Straight into. I'm telling you, this TV show. Taking a monster poop. You know what? Since it's my Friday day of the weekend, I like my piece not being here. When I'm in trouble and I'm stuck somewhere, I wonder if the light voice goes, "Brown Beach, are you okay?" I don't think you should never be here, so you're going out and you're going to say, for 45 minutes. You know what? The question's answered. I'm good. Money well spent. So, where's Misha? Alright, you do your best to get out here and see if I can find music.
Where can we meet?
Making a sandwich.
Good spot, buddy.
Yeah.
I've got upsetting news for you. It's not good. There's Misha.
Sorry, my hands were a little wet. I dropped something in the toilet.
It's okay.
You do seem light on your feet. You don't have a care in the world right now.
No, I just had a very cathartic experience with the porcelain convenience.
I had a hunch.
That's not true.
Or is it? Yeah, it's true.
Misha, have you been in? Did you just get here? Have you spent any time here in the city?
I got here at 7:30 this morning, so
Oh, so have you been around and doing stuff?
He took a picture next to the Notre Dame.
I don't follow.
I'm blocked on Richard's.
Oh.
I don't follow on social media.
Right.
This stuff creeps me out. But have you tried any of the food?
I have.
What'd you have?
I had a bagel with lox. I had some of the smoked pastrami.
Yeah.
That was in the green room.
Pardon me? They're telling you need to smoke some meat. They're suggesting you smoke meat.
When in Montreal.
When in Montreal.
Thank you, good night.
Got guys. Sorry it took so long to get there.
No, that's okay.
Normally we get there more quickly.
No problem. I'm going to make this official. We're going to get the hell off the stage. Good people of Montreal, please say bonjour. To Mr. Benedict.
Pretty much everybody, like not everybody, but all of the cast and a bunch of the crew on Supernatural starting this past Monday, we did a juice cleanse. Somebody was like, somebody in the makeup trailer was, I'm gonna do a juice cleanse. Anybody want to do it with me? And then somebody else said it, and then everyone was like, god damn it, peer pressure. And then everyone was doing it, and everyone got really angry, and everyone was nasty to each other, and everyone was watching one another like, why are you going into the craft service tent? What are you doing?
My question is about Darius.
Oh, great. Yes.
A couple weeks ago, he posted on Twitter that you sent him a video saying he borrowed your sweater and you wanted it back.
Yes.
I just want to know if you got your sweater back and what your stance is on that, considering we kind of know you borrow a lot of your wardrobe from your friends.
What is that supposed to mean? Wait, seriously, what are you referencing when you say that I borrow a lot of my wardrobe from my friends? You can say it, it's alright.
You seem to wear the same clothes as Jensen, and or he borrows yours, or you shop at the same place, and you also said that
It's easy for our clothes to get mixed up, that's all. You know, when you're putting it on. The truth of the matter is, there was this funny little phase where Jensen was like, you know what, he got made fun of by somebody for wearing the same clothes twice at conventions, like in pictures, like he wore that the last time I took a picture with you. So he's like, all right, I'm just gonna wear different clothes every time. But then, you know, we do enough conventions, so you have to get a lot of shirts. And then he's like, well, I'm gonna throw out my shirts. Misha, you want my shirts? And I was like, sure. So now I'm wearing Jensen's hand-me-downs at conventions, and everyone's like, how the laundry get mixed up, guys? I've never gotten a cheer for a laundry joke before. It's a milestone for me. So my friend Darius and I, we've kind of like shared everything since we were 12 years old. When we met, I did not have, my family was pretty poor at the time, and his family was, you know, reasonably well off, and I think by reasonably well off, they had plenty of money for groceries. And so I used to, his mom used to pack a double lunch, and I used to eat an extra lunch from his family. Not that I didn't have lunch, but sometimes it was like food that was from Mix and Match that was like Mix and Match was the store in Greenfield, Massachusetts that sold food that couldn't legally be sold at the grocery store. So it was like damaged canned goods and things that were out of date. And somehow they had like this loophole where they could actually sell this stuff out of the back of this warehouse. It's since been closed down. But at the time, like all of my, our breakfast cereal would be like sometimes 5, 6, 7 years out of date. Very affordable though. But anyway, so sometimes the food was like not delicious. So I, you know, and at one point, his grandfather, who was like a successful advertising guy in New York, bought him this like fancy $1,000 leather jacket. And I was like, wow, that is a really cool jacket. He's like, you like it? Here, you can have it. And he gave me his $1,000 leather jacket. I was like, oh my God. So I treasured that thing for a long time. And then later, I gave him my car. And like we've sort of been going back and forth, just giving each other things that were of increasing value over time. But then that motherfucker I did not give him that. And that's bullshit. So I'm not talking to him. Oh my God, that is abusive! What is
cowards.
Where's Rob? I can't find Rob. We're going to take the microphone. Like, Rob, what are you doing out here? Boo!
This is supposed to be on my side. They boo every time we take people off stage. Right?
I thought Misha was doing great and should stay longer. Boo you boo!
So I keep going out, making the mistake of going out first, and boo, boo. And this time they shoved me out. Well, I'm not going out first.
Rob made the ludicrous suggestion that I come out first, and we all know that's asinine. So the band and I agreed that Rob was making a mistake, so we helped him get on stage. I mean, you have to admit.
I just love the power of Rich, because then Rich goes, boo, boo, and the audience goes, yeah! Lynch him, kill him! Hey man, that's really big of you. Really big of you.
Listen, man, I don't want to usurp Rob's authority. He's the guy who comes out here and gets booed. Who am I to take that
That's
job?
his gag. Yeah. That's his bit. How did it go backstage, by the way?
It was pretzel-rific.
Yeah?
It's been snacks for days.
Did you guys get into the smoked meat?
Did you have the chicken?
It was because they call it smoked meat, and earlier he made the mistake of calling it pastrami.
Pastrami, yeah. And they started throwing rotten tomatoes.
Wait, hold on. Misha, you call it pastrami? Boo! Boo! You should have told him better. Anywho, it was, I made sure that the green room was packed full of me.
Yeah.
This is sad. Yes. Yeah. We had a very, very big bag of sausage. It's just delicious. Yeah. And we have turkey, and we have, well, you had some of the green herb.
How's this? Is it fun? Your piano fun?
Yeah, it was great. I talked a little too much, I noticed. Like it's... But no, it was good. We covered some good ground. We talked about the past, we talked about the present, we talked about imaginary things a little bit.
I heard you guys talk about how yours and Jensen's laundry gets mixed up a lot.
So, did you hear the whole thing? Like, Jensen didn't want to wear the same stuff to conventions, but he didn't want to throw stuff out, and, you know, they fit me, so I was like, you want this stuff? And I was like, absolutely. And then I wear it to conventions, not thinking like, people are gonna
infer.
I've seen that shirt before.
Like, they're not gonna complain. I haven't worn it before. It's packaging a new, vessel. So they should mind it. But people pay attention to like these minute details.
Yeah.
You know what? These fucking people, they've made schematics of what we've worn at every convention. And then there's like line. Yeah, we can see it appeared in June of 2013, and then it reappears down here in Toronto 4 years later.
Are you making this
on Misha's body? So we can only infer that in between there, at one point, their laundry was lying in a pile together. And
well, our schematic
there goes sausage
thing.
It'd be like, well, they wore the jeans and the same shirt, and that took them through 2014, 2015, 2016. Then they got new toupees.
Yeah, so anyway, we did discuss that.
Awesome.
Yeah. I didn't know what she was getting at. I honestly was naive. I didn't know. She was like, oh, we know that you have some sharing of wardrobe. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because I thought she was going to get into some stuff that I would genuinely be ashamed of, but we didn't go there.
You're going to do some photographs tonight, you're going to do some autographs and that kind of thing. But then,
that's right.
What is a fancy fellow like you, footloose in the city of Montreal, what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do? You going to club hop? You going to...
I'll probably, I think I'm gonna plan to go out to dinner at some point, because I heard that there's tasty food here.
Yeah.
And there's smoked meat. I hear there's some great sausage parties. They really are harping on this poutine rivalry thing, which is strike me.
Who's the rival with?
They, apparently Vancouver, like, their poutine is garbage, you know, only, you know, Montreal poutine is the
I made the mistake of saying that
no Vancouver poutine will ever cross my diseased lips.
I made the mistake of saying that the poutine I had in Toronto was just as good.
Don't talk about
And I was like, well, it was poutine that Robin bought me. So boo! I hear you! No, it was, I made that mistake.
Yeah, so and then, I don't know, I'll probably get in a couple of bar fights and drive a car into the road.
So, the huge.
Yeah, usual.
Okay, good stuff. Awesome. Well, it's been fun, buddy. We'll see you mañana. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guys. Photo op we've never done before.
That's right.
God and His Son.
God and His Son.
We're gonna do that.
Me, you, Matt, and Mark Pellegrino.
I love it. We're doing that, some other photographs, other autographs, and then we take this band from over here, put them right there in the middle of the stage, and they throw a rock concert like no other. Saturday Night Special. We hope to see you tonight, Montreal.
Of the Supernatrual convention right here in Montreal, Canada. What an adventure it has been. I mean, it started with myself and Richard Speight showing you our bilingual abilities. Our Franglish is off the charts. You got to spend the day with some heavy hitters on Friday and ended it with an incredible karaoke, mind-blowing karaoke, or so I was told. Yesterday it just got better and better. You got a little Pellegrino, you got a little Collins, you got some Kim Rhodes, Lisa Perry, Ruth Connell, Rachel Minor, and you ended the whole night with me and my friends at the Saturday Night Special. Which was, once again, one of the best nights ever of my life, so thank you for that. But today is the day where we meet Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki. We can't do that until we have our Sherpa who will lead us up the mountain. We need a guide. We need a high priest. We need the man, the myth, Mr. Richard Speight!
the day for which you have dreamt, the day for which you have wished and hoped, the day about which you have dreamed, the dream of dreams, which is the dream of a person who wants to meet people who pretend to be other people on television. You have sweated and worked, and let's be perfectly blunt, overspent. You really, really did. I'm taking a look at your balance sheet today, and it's sad. But let's not talk about facts, let's talk about fiction, and the fiction is that we're in a room filled with people who love two people that they've never met. That they've never seen, but who represent such pure, unbridled beauty and lumber sexuality that it's hard for one province to contain them, Robbie. We're lucky that we haven't brought Montreal to its knees with hotness.
We will.
Oh, we will.
Ill-faced show.
The ill-faced trick show. Me amigo.
Some sexuality to another man.
I don't speak several languages. I speak Spanglais, Franglais, Italian, is that one? No. Something.
And Anglais.
I barely speak English, but that's not the point, Ronnie. The point is, you people are EC.
Yeah.
And the boys are EC.
And it's about to get showed.
It's going to get showed up in this mantra fucker. How many of you experienced your very first ever Supernatural convention? How many of you are about to poop yourself knowing you get to see Jared Jensen live in the book? How many of you, let's be honest, think you have a legit shot of bringing their marriage down to a pile of rubble and stealing them for your very own? I like my chances. You think you can? I think I can. Let's make a bet. It's all happening today, Montreal. All happening today. You can speak English. You can speak French. You can speak like Rob Benedict myself. Neither. But you don't need to speak any language to know there's some damn handsome gentlemen taken to this stage later today. And they're going to be oozing musk all over you and everything you stand for. And you'll be bathing in it, rubbing it all over you.
I only recently discovered that the musk that we talk of, you can't find that at a store.
No, Robbie.
They secrete it.
They secrete it. It oozes from their being.
It's a secreted musk.
Like a snail trail.
That's right.
You can see with a black light, but you can't see with the naked eye.
But sexy.
Yeah. Well, the way we're describing it doesn't do justice. Maybe just
smell.
Maybe oozing and snail trail aren't really painting the picture I mean to paint. The point is.
Hey, I tell you that Tom Jensen is here this morning, and they called me by my name. They look at me and my friends here, and they go, "Hey, man." I said, "Oh, I didn't even know they knew my name."
Wow, that's Robbie, you arrived.
Thanks.
You can die happy. Yes. So much awesome. So much great. It's been a heck of a weekend. We love coming to new towns and doing our thing. And you people have been awesome every swinging moment of every swinging day. I was backstage day one with the band and Rob, and I said, I don't know, we're misguided. I don't think they're ready for this. I think we should call this Montreal something. I don't think they can take 100% of this. There's no way. Rob looked me straight in the eye and he said, no, we're going to Montreal. We're doing it all. And at the time, he was exposing himself to me. Emotionally. And verbally. Bobby, expose. And he was so honest and open and vulnerable. I thought he needs it. Montreal. Montreal everything. Montreal the whole 9 yards.
Montreal to the moon.
To the moon. We're delivering it all to you people. people so far. You've been so gracious and willing to accept it. You've embraced all of our madness. You made the karaoke party epic. Fantastic. You made the Saturday night special Trey. Fantastic. And every step of the way we have been blessed with our own personal rock and roll soundtrack to carry us through moment by moment on this weekend. And that soundtrack has been provided by the men of Louden Swain over here by now. Let's say good morning to the boys in the band on the drum set. Kicking it like he means it. Look, Stephen Norton. Guitar. A piece of technology that has proven that robots can love, robots can cry, robots can feel, robots can hurt, robots can be inappropriate, and robots can drink a shitload of wine after a concert. Ladies and gentlemen, Monsieur Robot Michael Bush. Make sure that we have conventions to go to town to town. He and Gary and Stephanie make sure that we leave for Mark though, so I'll stop it and start it again. We wouldn't be doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Maryland. Joining us on stage today, and every Sunday, the nicest man in show business and newly minted father of three, our very own Mr. Dixon Man. Glasses, and that freaks everybody out. A man who stares at you with his glasses of space and dares you to say, is that, hold on, is that who I think it is? Yes, it is. It's a man who looks at the lumber sexuality of Gary Jensen and laughs. He sees the man in the eye and he wipes his figurative boots on their musky trail. Because he knows that deep down inside, no matter how hot the actors are, all people, men, women, whatever you claim to associate with, all people, everywhere, always have a crush on the guitar player. Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Montreal! I dare you! You know it! You can't! It's a party! day. Well done, boys. Well done, Adam Malin. Well done, Jason Mans. Heck of a start. Jason, before you leave the stage, real quick acknowledgement. Jason Mans, as you follow him on the social media, he did just have his third child. Handsome man, Colin, true?
I'll take the congratulations, but it does not belong to me.
No, it does not. It belongs to your wife, who's doing all the heavy lifting. But here's my question: as a new parent, now with 2 kids at home, as crazy as our schedule is here, it's stem to stern. You got to admit, this is more restful for you right now than actually being at home with a child.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing like a relaxing stem to stern work weekend.
Thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to get some sleep. Thank you.
There he goes. Robbie, I mean, it's been an epic weekend.
Really has.
I think, every time we do these Saturday night shows, I think at some point we're going to have to call them the Saturday Night Bland, because we're going to top out and it's going to never be interesting again. And yet still, you boys, these towns, these people, they're always epic. They're always magic.
Yeah, Montreal did not disappoint. It was amazing.
I don't want to ever tell you guys how to do your business. This is one of my beeswax, but I think it'd be fun one time if you guys recorded the concert and then pressed it out on some sort of, not a large thing, maybe a compact thing, disc-shaped, and packaged it and offered it to the people.
It's funny you should say that. We did do that. Yeah, we have a CD called Saturday Night Special. It's a live recording of the show.
Where did you go with the title?
It's a great story. You know me, just crazy.
On Mezcal one time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying there's a live CD of its concert.
Yeah, it's one of the shows that Jensen Ackles sings on it.
What?
Yeah. It's out there.
All right, smart. You know what? Good for you. I'm going to do my advice. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob and I are going to talk tomorrow. We're going to start the show. We're going to start the day. And we start this day. It's simple. All we have to do. Words, you know the Robert. Shall we do it together? 1, 2, 3. All hail Satan! Loved it. I think I pulled a muscle. Okay. Here we get massage for the devil.
Ice pack for the devil.
You're Mr. Montreal. Just so you know, nobody loves your city more than this man right here, and he is. And you have been literally everybody's restaurant guide for the entire weekend. Everybody has the Pellegrino top 10 list.
I got the list.
Yeah. Everybody's been awesome. You've been really like, even though we haven't all been together, you've been the de facto tour guide.
And you know what I discovered last night? There's more restaurants per capita in Montreal than anywhere else in the world.
Wow.
That is something to be proud of.
Yeah, we didn't get to do many of them, but the ones we tried were amazing. So
awesome.
So thank you for sharing your love of this fine city.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Pellegrino!
I love those guys. Aren't they awesome? Did you guys like the Saturday Night Special last night? Yeah! Love Louden Swain. Yeah, I just wanted to say you're terrible. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, that's a great job. So it was a little mixed, but that was the first thing.
Montreal, how you doing? You enjoy your Mark Pellegrino? So glad to hear it. Then join me, won't you, in singing this song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mark. Pellegrino. Happy birthday to you.
cried.
There he is, our very own Mark Pellegrino. One of the nicest men in show business, celebrating a birthday. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Look at Luce for hugging everybody. See? He can be nice. Put your hands together for Mark and Tracy. I never get tired of changing his lyrics around. Birthday of the devil.
Hugging with the devil.
Latte with the devil. Bobo.
Richie.
Do I know what's next?
I don't know. I don't.
Oh, well then, do a little time-killing fill there. There you go.
I think it might be Miss Connell.
Let's see, hold on. What's next? Okay. Every now and then after a Saturday Night Special, we've been overserved. And so we need to come on stage and have some hair of the dog in the form of a wee bit of scotch. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruth Connell. Before we get too excited about Ruth being here, we're all very excited. Tip of the cap to Rob Benedict, who actually rhymed that last stanza. I've never heard you do that 7 years running. Fantastic job. Ruthie.
Yes, Richie.
Montreal.
Yeah, baby.
Are you loving it?
I'm loving the breakfast pizza. Which is basically just pizza at breakfast time called breakfast pizza. So you can eat pizza at breakfast.
Yeah, it was, listen, I had the breakfast gumbo, so I think anything before noon is breakfast. I like the way they think. I'm not going to take up any more of your time because I know you have stolen items to hand out. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruth Connell.
Bonjour, ça va? Hello, I can hear them backstage, they're coming on. What's your name? Where are you from? Which one?
I hate Billy and Borla. Come on, guys.
Quick. Can I just have a hug? Yes.
Ruthie, how was it?
How was it for you?
Tormenting the band and Rob and Rich into a comedy bit. Quick legs. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruth Connell. In Montreal, like in all cities, nothing but nothing is happening on the stage till you get these people at a fever pitch. I leave it in your capable hands.
Thank you, sir. Montreal, are you ready?
Alright, the boys will come out when they can hear you rocking. So let's show them a little bit of love.
bonjour to you too. I guess they're fans of the show. Well, I'm going to do in this province what I do in every city we get into. Ladies and gentlemen, let me make this official. Montreal, and the surrounding provinces. Please, a big fat bienvenue to Mr. Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki.
That was incredible. I took a little video. I'm going to ask y'all's permission to post it today.
I'd rather you didn't.
Hi, guys. I love the hearts. Way to go, season 14. Thank y'all very much. We say this, and from speaking on behalf of both of us, we mean it when we say it. We would not be here if it weren't for y'all, each and everybody in here. And hey, we're trying. We're trying. We love you back. Yeah, 2 more times. That was really cool. That was a cool feeling. I've never in my life felt more cool than I do now.
That woke me up.
And I had to carry him here. He was sleeping.
You do. I love you too.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I love you too.
Okay, all right. Now we're removed.
Everybody fight.
Somebody just say, I love you, Misha.
It's Misha?
I'm kidding. Nobody ever says it.
Y'all are amazing.
Well, we're super stoked to be here. First time in Montreal. How many locals are there? Well, thank you for the hospitality. This has been really cool. Wish we could stay a little longer. Could have been here a little bit longer, but unfortunately we are filming the end of our season right now, and there's a lot going on that we're not going to tell you about.
Because he hasn't read the script yet, so he just can't tell you about it just yet. We tease. We finish filming next Thursday. We have 9 more days of shooting. And I think we have some really, really cool stuff. I'm not going to give anything away because I don't want to get fired. But I'll say this. You don't want me to get fired either? I appreciate that. Thank you.
That was one person.
My homie. My blood. I have 3 or 4. There was some scenes that I read that I had literally been waiting for years to read the words I read, and gave me chills. I can get chills thinking about it. So I think y'all will be as excited as I am.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's years. Years in the making. Oh yeah, y'all are gonna hate it. Or are you?
Without further ado, not adieu, right? Adieu means so long. Right? Is that right? Is that French?
That's au revoir.
What's adieu? What language is adieu? German. Adieu. Adieu. Au revoir. Take up. Pull up. hold on, abort, abort! Without further ado, let's get to some questions. How are you?
Hi,
I'm Alex.
Hi.
I just want to thank you for the Always Keep Fighting campaign. My sister.
Wait, is it? No way!
Get tattooed, get a free hug from Jared.
The promotion is April only. It ends in May.
Okay, so
Limited supplies.
my question is, in season 11, Jody gave Alex like the talk. Like,
Jody gave Alex a what?
The talk, like we were all at the table and eating and she gave the talk. And I wanted to know if it ever crossed your mind that you would have to give a talk to
It had not crossed my mind, and now it's crossing my mind. I'm hoping Uncle Jensen will give the talk to me.
Yeah, it's gonna be blunt.
What about JJ?
My oldest is only 6, so hopefully the talk is many years from now.
No, I think he's perfect, right age. Take care of that this summer.
Apparently, so we at home we speak like adults around our children, and we don't call it like TTs or hoo-ha's or whatever. And so my 4-year-old, this is an absolutely true story. This happened this week.
You speak like a medical show.
Yeah, we call them. I'm sorry, but we call them what they're called. And so
what do they call it, Jared?
So my 4-year-old is at daycare. He goes to daycare, chef. He goes to daycare from like 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. And we get a phone. Jen gets a phone call. Luckily, I'm at work in Vancouver, and she's in Austin. And she gets a phone call like, "Chef got in a little bit of trouble today." And Genevieve was like, "I'm so what happened?" And the teacher was like, "Well, he has everybody saying vagina."
See, I've already had the talk with Chef.
I'm sweating. I'm so nervous. And so Jen's like, "Oh my gosh!" And so she asks Chef, like, "What happened? Like, were you telling people words that maybe they were?" And apparently he's just that kid who's funny. And someone was talking about babies coming from storks or something, and he's like, "No, babies come out of the vagina." And so we were proud. We were like, "Well, true. I don't want my kids to be the one who like ruin the surprises, but we're trying to not." What's that? Sorry. So yes, I hope we can just be as sort of medical as possible. If not, I'll send them over to Uncle Jensen's house and have him explain.
You're still not convinced they don't come from storks, which makes the talk difficult.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure myself where they come from, so we'll see what's there. Thank you, Alex.
Hi. First of all, thanks so much for coming to Montreal. I think everyone's really grateful that you made it here. One of the things I love the most about Supernatural is that when you do nods to other TV shows and films, kind of homage to those kind of shows. So I just wonder what you personally, what you would like to see them do a nod to. Like another TV program or another, like the X-Files one that you did, or the Tombstone.
We mentioned this morning, we think it'd be fun to do Simpsons. And then I read an article that was forwarded to me by a buddy about like, the 5 reasons that Supernatural should do an episode in the DC verse that we have on our network in Arrow. I think that would be a lot of fun. I also would like, I'd like the Winchester boys to go meet all these superheroes and be like, they're a lot shorter than we thought. I want to see some of the other guys and gals in the superhero shows ask for apple boxes to all times. Yeah, well, we have to be on the same team, you know, because I don't want to kill my friend. You know, Steven is a buddy of ours, and I don't want to beat him up in front of him.
I mean, it basically sum up into one exchange. We would show up, we would look at them and be like, do you have to wear tights? They would then turn to us and look at us and say, do you have to wear flannel? Yeah, it happens to be our cape.
I feel like we would have to be the characters in the show that... Supernatural movie? Hey! That's not a crossover. That's just Supernatural.
What's just a 2-hour-long episode of Supernatural?
I like that it's, what show would you like to cross over with? More Supernatural! Yeah, I'd like to go visit the Arrowverse. I feel like Sam and Dean Winchester would be the ones in the episodes, whether it's like Legends or Supergirl or Arrow, where we're like, well, that's just Oliver Queen. Why is everybody calling him Arrow? Where we know who they are. You know, it always made me mad when Superman would know somebody and then he'd go back to being Clark Kent and they're like, hey, did you see what Superman did yesterday? Like, he's a pretty glasses. So I don't feel like that would be passing me. So fingers crossed.
I think it'd be fun if the Winchester brothers went to Jurassic Park. I just have this vision in my head of Dean just running, screaming his head off. And then a velociraptor running right behind him.
That's kind of an awful idea. It's because they all die.
Yeah, but it's funny.
That's true. It would be worth it for that.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I just wanted to know what do you like and dislike the most about your job and why?
What do we like the most about our job and why? This is pretty cool.
This is pretty cool. And then it just stopped, and I was like, so this is pretty cool.
You know, there are a lot of amazing parts to, speaking for myself, a lot of amazing parts of my job. I get to meet some great friends. I met a girl that was watching my kids. So I think one of the neat things, and I've spoken.
I think they're her kids. You just have visitation rights.
Jeez. I'm a fan myself. In general, like of books, of artists.
But are you a Sam girl or a Dean girl?
I'm a Dean girl. We're talking about Gilmore Girls, right? So it's neat to see it from the other side. it's neat to be a part of something that, because I get this excitement when I watch shows that I like, movies that I like, or listen to bands that I like. So it's neat to see it from both sides. Because at the end of the day, we're breathing oxygen like the rest of everybody. We just get to see Supernatural from a different perspective, but we're still fans of the show and of the characters. And so it's a really neat, unique, kind of singular blessing that I get to experience.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I think there's a lot about the show that is also reflected in our lives. I mean, we've been on the show for, as somebody said earlier, several hundred years. So it's inevitably going to cross over with, our real life. And there's, some of the great things that I enjoy about doing what we do on the show is sometimes we do things that we wouldn't necessarily ever get to do in real life, like drive a car backwards and flip it around and do a reverse 180, or kill vampires, or kick down doors.
Wait. What do you mean we don't get to do it in real life? I heard that a door was kicked down last night.
Well, unless a situation arises in real life where some of those skills could be put to use.
Like what?
So last night. True story. We get home from dinner, and it's getting late. Dinner was a little later. People go out a little later than normal here, I think. Are we totally off on that? No. Okay. So it was a little later than normal, and we get back to the hotel a little later than anticipated. And it was like, okay, we gotta go to bed. Like, we gotta wake up early. So we all went to our respective floors, and I went to my room and put the key in, put the key in, put the key in. Back on the elevator, back down to the lobby. My key doesn't work. Here, try a new key. Thank you. Back up the door, key, nothing. Key, nothing. Key, nothing.
Which is not the first or the last time that's happened. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. What is your name? Nice to meet you. She is going to ask in French. It's going to be translated to English.
I'm pretty sure we got that.
Je ne comprends pas.
The question is, do you like horses and do you ride?
That's what I thought she said. I have always loved horses. Used to own a couple, but don't anymore. And I've been riding since I was 6 years old.
Jensen, il fait du fan depuis l'âge de 6 ans et il les adore.
I mean, I could have said it.
It sounds so much better when she says it. I do love horses. I don't ride as much as he did. My wife Genevieve did a show about horses, and she's ridden her whole life. So we used to have a horse. We lived in LA, but this was many years ago. I'd like to ride more, but I don't ride as much. Do you ride a lot? Sometimes. It's okay. This is your. Say hi to Rob. She's got some cool nails. May I show? Thank you so much.
Do you like to ride Western style or English style?
Western.
Western. Western? Yeehaw, girl.
I've been on the stage with these gentlemen for many a city, and this is one of the warmest welcomes I've ever seen them get. I'm now going to give them their very first bilingual last question. It's been an epic day. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Jared. Montreal, you outdid yourself.
Yeah, you
that
did.
was awesome. That was really epic. Well done, people. That was a great panel and just a fantastic reception for two well-deserving guys. Robbie,
Richard,
we can just put a lid on this and call it good.
No, sir.
We're not going to do that. We got more show.
We have photos, we have autographs.
You and I.
We have a panel, Kings of Con panel.
You and I are coming out here to go now. There's much more to come. Your photos, your autos, your fun moments. Keep it going, Montreal. Way to represent. Thank you so much. We'll be back in a little bit.
I don't care about that stuff.
real briefly before we get into the panel and start talking about whatever the hell we're going to talk about, let's please give a warm round of applause for two fellas who have to go catch an airplane, Mr. Billy Moran and Mr. Michael Borja. We've been playing awesome rock and roll all weekend long, boys. Great show last night, every weekend. Thank you very much, gentlemen. We will see you in Nashville, Tennessee, sir. There they go, down the ramp, down the rock and roll ramp. Finally, somebody used the ramp. Mike, come back, use the ramp. Mike, we got a whole thing. It's on your side of the stage. Use the rock and roll ramp. There he goes. Yeah, ramping down the weekend, as we say.
Rock and roll ramp.
Rock and roll ramp that we never used. Bobo?
Richard.
Penny for your thoughts.
It's a good weekend, Richard. It's a good weekend. That's good times.
Right,
it was all good times.
Got a funny Rob story for you. We were on stage. Your reception for the boys was unbelievable.
Really great.
The high energy and it was awesome. We were coming off stage, just commenting on what a cool thing it is to be up here and experience that. And Rob admitted, he goes, but I'll be honest, it took me longer than it should have to figure out what the hell S14 meant.
I was like, I only saw one, and I was like, oh, they're holding up their seat numbers? No, they're all the same seat. Oh, it must be some sort of code.
Yeah, and in your defense, I was like, it's code.
Yes.
I don't know what it is either.
Right.
And then we figured it out.
And then I was like, season 14.
Season 14, right.
I'm quick.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell them the story about what you and Jason did backstage, but I guess that's kind of had to be there. Just suffice it to say, I got a joke played on me.
Yeah, we had a joke. It wasn't that great a joke, but the funniest line came out of the joke was at some point Jason and I
Well, it was after, I'll say this. Richard said, we're going to Nashville next weekend, and Richard basically said, his sister, who I know, I've spent a lot of time with this woman, and she was like, yeah, she invited Jason to this event on Thursday night. And,
now keep in mind, it was a ludicrous story. I said that my sister didn't invite me or Rob.
She didn't invite you because of me.
But invited Jason Mans.
She'd only invite one person.
Space. And so anyway, we were having this conversation. It made no sense, but the best part was Rob listening going, You know, I gotta interject here. I don't really care what's going on, what this is about, but my FOMO requires that I ask you what the hell you're talking about. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So they'll take your membership card if you don't prove that you have fear of missing out.
I am a card-carrying FOMO member.
Yeah.
If you don't know, FOMO is fear of missing out.
Yes. Rob not only a charter member, but a card carrier. All right, let's see some questions, shall we? All right, you. Right there.
Hi, first of all, thank you for another wonderful weekend. And my question was primarily for Rob. I'm supposed to be Rob, I don't know how I said it earlier. Do you think that for Swain, Louden Swain, you'd ever do like a songbook or like any way that we could get the chords? Because there's a lot of groups where we try and figure it out and not all of us are.
A songbook?
It's a great idea.
I've never heard that proposed even. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Have you guys ever thought about doing a songbook?
Just sort of talk to a publisher and get it done.
Talk to a publisher?
Yeah.
Talk to Stephen Norton.
Sure.
Makes him work for a living.
Yeah, no, I'd love to do that. I think that's a great idea. Love to.
That's a really clever idea.
Yeah.
So when you do that kind of thing, do you do like sheet music and tab for guitar?
Yeah, it's guitar tab, it's notes of the song, it's the lyrics, it's everything. Songbook. So you can like open it on a piano and play it, or
that's really cool.
Play guitar. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm on it.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? This has already been a very productive
meeting.
Yeah. I'm glad we all got together for this. All right, you.
Hello, my name is Naomi. I was wondering, like, since you guys are good friends, how would you describe each other in 3 words?
How would we describe each other?
In 3 words.
In 3 words? I'll tell you something, before we do this, one time Rob and I we were doing crafts for Kings of Con, and we had to describe each other in 1 word? No, ourselves. I can't remember what it was.
Each other. But I say the first word that comes to mind about you, you say the first word.
And do you remember what you said? Don't say it, but if you remember it, we'll just do the exercise. Do you remember? Yeah, like that. So is it ready?
Oh, no, I know it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Shaky. Shaky and mean.
I would say,
That's all part of the bit.
I would say mischievous, loyal, and responsible.
I would say funny, talented, and heartfelt.
Oh, wow.
Now, going back to the fake personalities, now we've done the nice crap.
Okay.
We also did one where that ended up becoming the new name of our production company, where we had, again, some reporter asked us to do one of those 3, 2, 1, but it wasn't describing each other, it was like describing the show, or our characters in the show. It was not about us as individuals.
I was describing your character, you're describing my character.
Correct. And so, 3, 2, 1, bottom. No, yours is awkward.
1, 3, 2, 1,
Bottom. So we named our production company Awkward Bottom. Based on that. Anyway, thank you for the
So now
question.
Richard and I have a production company called Awkward Bottom, and our goal is to someday be able to afford a secretary.
That's all we want is somebody who has to answer the phone every day going, Awkward Bottom.
May I help you? Awkward Bottom, he's in a meeting.
Awkward Bottom, please hold. Awkward Bottom. Awkward Bottom. No, this is Awkward Bottom.
We changed the name from
Must Be Nice.
Must Be Nice, which is something we used to say to each other when you did like a...
As a joke, Rob, you go, Rob, what did you get? Oh, I got the steamed vegetables, huh? Must be nice.
Yeah.
Give him a bit. Awkward Bottom's better. All right, you.
Hi, I want to know what your favorite line from Kings of Con is.
Favorite line from Kings of Con?
I have a lot.
Man, there's a lot of lines I enjoyed in that show. I will say, watching in the episode with Kent O'Grady, with Josh Myers and Rob Benedict, I was not in that scene and I was at the monitor, and I've never laughed harder in my life than watching those two dudes do that scene. And there's this thing where Rob was just improvising at strip club, and he goes like, wow, good talk, okay, oof, and he has no watch on. He's like, wow, I got it coming. And I've been laughing myself silly. That's one of my favorites. Also, Rob's reading on when I said, you know, these guns have been in the cabinet for a while, you know what I mean? He goes, I don't. Tickled me to know it.
I like when after you say you're changing up the bit for the talent show, and I say you still doing the flaming dildo bit? And you're like, yeah, you were wearing a tux, and you're trying to class up your act for the boss, for the brass. And I say you still doing the flaming dildo bit? And you're like, kind of classic.
Kind of classic. Trying to prove to the boss that I'm classic.
Yeah.
Also, when I wet myself backstage, and you go, hey, it's not my first pre-show pant piss. What's your favorite line from the show?
When you're in the bathroom and you tell Rob to pull it.
Yes. That was when I asked you to pull it out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You wrote those responses that I had to, which were like, you're like, come on, I'm dying here. I'm like, I'll fly your body home. That's still a Speight line.
That was a fun scene to shoot, because we did that, for the most part, we did some coverage, but for the most part it was just a 2-shot of us from behind, and just all that improv going on. And that was the last shot we shot for the whole series. So that everybody who's on the monitor, our agents, our managers, everybody who worked on the whole thing, because the second we finished that scene, the rap party started. So, in fact, I think Ruth and Elena were there, like people had just come in to hang out.
To support us.
And be supportive.
Well, for those of you that may not know, we're talking about the show Kings of Con that Richard and I did, that if you haven't seen, it's still out there.
It's available on iTunes, Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime and Roku, Roku. Anyway, it's out there, Kings of Con. Check it out if you haven't. It's 10 episodes, and yeah, we had a blast with it.
We had a blast doing it. Anyway, thank you for your question.
Thank
You.
Hi. I was wondering if you could play any other character on Supernatural, who would you play?
Play any other
character on Supernatural.
Any character. Any character.
I think you and I have the same answer.
I just feel like at some point in a bizarro world, Gabriel, a healthier Gabriel or God, whomever, should snap their fingers and suddenly Rob and I are Sam and Dean. And maybe is a Prius. And we're driving safely from town to town. Not so much to fight demons, but to spot them and call in the right people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not to kick doors down, but actually just turn the handle.
Or maybe just drill out the hinges. Something classier, safer.
Who am I? I feel like I'm Sam. You're
I guess, because I'm bow-legged.
Well, yeah. And you're more the older brother of our
Yeah,
relationship.
I think that makes sense. I'll be the Dean. So, I'm Dean.
And I'm Sam.
He's Sam.
A much shorter Sam.
You're much shorter Sam. And the Prius. It's us, the Prius, and the open road. Unlike the open road, ours has got a ton of stoplights. Stop sign. They're all like, you've ever shot them around some mountain bend, no roads, no other cars, just down the open road in the stereo. We have Bluetooth going. Because it's not safe, driver doesn't pick the tunes. That's all passenger, because I can't touch the phone.
We have a CD player that doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Sammy's always picking the tunes, and I'm driving the Prius safely. We're hitting multiple stops, and we always use our real identities at crime scenes, which is why they never let us pass the police tape.
And there's one scene, the entire episode is us getting caught in a roundabout.
Yeah. The entire episode. Even the monsters get tired. They're like, really? Oh, a
couple zombies are like, fuck.
It's actually a series of digital shorts with Rob and me as Sam and Dean, because we arrive at each crime scene and realize we can't solve the crime and we give up.
Yeah.
And that's how.
Yeah. That's the question. I'm very excited about this.
And it's called not so supernatural. It's just called pretty regular.
It's called okay natural.
It's called common natural.
Just your average natural. This is a hit, dude.
Exactly. I like where this is going. You can see it running for minutes. Anyhow, thank you for the question.
My question is, if you can take Gabriel and Chuck to another show, what show will it be?
If we can put Gabriel and Chuck in another show?
Yeah.
Oh, I got that. That's easy. I got it. Judge Judy. Because Gabriel would sue God for not bringing him back in season 11 because you had an airtight schedule.
Who's Judy?
What?
Who's the judge? Who's deciding our fate?
Judy. Judge Judy.
Oh, Judge Judy?
Yes.
Okay, right.
It's called Judge Judy.
I was on the other question. Who plays Judge Judy?
Judy.
Okay, Judge Judy. Judge Judy. Good. I feel like I'm going to win over Judge Judy. I'm confident going into court that I'm going to win this case.
No. You're so high and mighty, like you're the Lord of everything.
Well, my first evidence would be like season 13. Look who's back with his mouth sewn shut.
Yeah, and I would show on the graph how that means I must have been somewhere, trapped somewhere, and Dad decided not to save me in season 11. I'm like, wow, that's really give your kid to run.
Maybe I had a reason. Maybe I knew that, but I knew that the humans I was talking to could only take this whole concept that it would just take too long. But I couldn't tell them that. There's a plan, sir. There's a plan for anything.
So you're saying you lied to people in order to save their feelings?
Themselves from themselves.
Well, I know that Judge Judy doesn't cotton to lying in the courtroom, so that's going to be a tough excuse to explain.
Worst case scenario, if it's not going well, I'm going to sack my finger. No more Judge Judy. We're just both just up and having played handball.
Wait, you're going to snap your fingers on what's going to happen to Judge Judy?
She goes away.
Listen, do what you want, man. Leave me in prison. Don't know after Judge Judy.
I'm not saying I'm gonna like.
She's a national treasure.
I'm not smiting her. I'm just gonna put her over there and you're gonna get out of the show. This isn't happening anymore.
Wow, you're on thin ice.
Yeah, you're on thin ice.
What show would you put us in?
Game of Thrones.
Tell your scenario out of the dramatic music.
Okay. Gabriel befriends Tyrion Lannister. And they're just getting drunk together. God comes in and makes everything right again with the world. He makes Jon Snow the one and only king, and everyone else can just calm down. And I try to make peace in the world.
Yeah.
And then I go back up to heaven. And you show. You're welcome.
Twas a game! Game of Thrones. Good answer. Thank you, Reverend Rustin. Thank you. You.
Richard, first I have to say I still haven't forgotten what you said about Gabriel's dog, and I'm still very mad about that.
Yeah, well, that's just going to be one of those things that's going to haunt you for a while.
She's a fan of something on the show. I can't picture who she's portraying. Right? Something comes to mind. What is it?
Come on, Robbie. You know, you love my porn.
So my question is, what would be you or your character's ideal alternate universes? What would they be like?
Robbie, repeat the question.
What would be you or your character's ideal alternate universes? What would they be like? So your alternate universe would be just the theme song for...
No, let's say alternate universe. What would be our alternate?
So she's saying, do you think...
If Gabriel could be somewhere else, where would he want to be? And if God could be somewhere else...
What does that world look like?
What does the alternate world look like? Gee, for you it could be anything, because you're...
Yeah, I mean, I always thought it'd be fun to see what... If there's an alternate universe where the body of Chuck is just somebody else, like what is that?
Right.
And and whoever the meat suit is that Gabriel is inside of.
Right. The story before.
Yeah, before all this.
So that would be like.
Are you just a guy named Carl who owns a record store?
Well, like they did with Jimmy Novak, right? Like the Misha character. That'd be interesting. I think a good alternate universe for Gabriel, I think, could be underwater.
So the whole thing's underwater.
Yeah.
You're a mermaid? A mermaid?
All I'm saying is the seaweed is always greener.
Right.
In somebody else's lake.
That's right.
But Gabriel would dream about going up there, but that would be a big mistake. You gotta get the world around it. Right there on the ocean floor.
Okay,
some wonderful things around it.
That's not...
What more would we be looking for?
That's not even just doing wild
Under the sea. They make a porno right here, they all go.
So you're the Little Mermaid in another dimension.
Did you just suggest that I make a porno with the Little Mermaid? What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, sir?
I was going to deny that, but think about it.
I don't want...
It's perfectly clean. She's all fish from the waist down, so we can't... It's just they hold hands and ride into this.
You leave her seashells on right where they were when you started this whole fantasy.
I'm not.
You leave those seashells tied up just fine. Thank you very much.
You started this. So in an alternate universe, you're porno Little Mermaid.
God's got a dirty mind.
I don't. You said it.
I would simply say,
in my alternate universe.
All I was saying is, what do they got up there? Lots of sand? Down here we have a hot crustacean band. Under the sea.
In my alternate universe, it's winter all the time, and there's a talking snowman.
Talking snowman?
Yeah. And he sings about
bees go buzz. Typical dandelion buzz, and I'll be doing it ever so does in summer. A drink in my hand. My soap against the burning sand. Probably getting gloriously tan in summer. Good idea, Robbo. Thank you very much.
Hi. So my question is, for Rob and Rich and for God and Gabriel, what is the most memorable moment on set?
Well, God and Gabriel aren't on set per se. They're like characters who are being portrayed. But I would say for me, they're not on set. I feel like I kind of said this yesterday. Well, there's a lot of memorable moments on set because it's I know that we've had really cool characters we've gotten to play. And have become friends with people we make the show with, so we've had great opportunities.
And you've also gotten to direct.
And being involved as a director has been awesome. Man, I'm trying to think, like, I mentioned this yesterday, and I'm going to mention it again because it is truly one of my favorite moments, was shooting the scene with Nate Torrance and Jared Padalecki in Just My Imagination, where Sam is confessing to Sully that he has to go back in the cage. And I just loved that scene, loved shooting the scene, loved watching the acting in that scene. I have enjoyed...
The thing I like about that story is you've told that you have one above the other. You have Nate.
Yeah, I have Jared sitting on a small chair and Nate sitting on a lawnmower so that he's elevated above Jared, because you never get to see Jared, he's such a tall guy, look up. And looking up is vulnerable, and this was his childhood guide and friend and trusted ally, and it puts him in a more vulnerable and childlike state to look up to this guy and tell this story about what he's afraid of. And I thought it made such a beautiful tableau, thanks to the talent of Serge, Montreal local, Serge like sir, our DP of the entire run, and genius with lighting and imagery, and just the acting of Jared Padalecki and Nate Torrance. I mean, it was a clinic on how to deliver a monologue for Jared. He was so great. I'm trying to think of other.
What's your favorite moment as an actor?
I really enjoyed doing the scene where I reveal myself to be Gabriel in season 5, because it was like a play. It was Jared Jensen and Richard standing there doing all this dialogue. There's no movement, there's some camera moves, but we're just standing there. And it was just a great exercise in acting. And in TV, you don't get a lot of runs at it. You kind of have to know your stuff and hop in, and everybody was prepared. It was a really cool moment. I really dug that. Robbie?
There have been so many great moments, but for me, one of the coolest moments in my entire career was doing that whole episode with Curtis Armstrong and Don't Call Me Shirley, and especially when it was a great script written by Robbie Thompson, and especially at the end when I sang Fairly Well, and it was a really cool moment because they set it up. They set up the camera, and then people from outside, like from the transpo department, and people outside came on set just to watch me perform this song. And I did it all in one take. And yeah, in terms of coming back, I mean, I'd love to. I'd love for the.
It's like that story is still sitting out there.
It's out there, yeah. Him and myself and Emily Swallow, who I just love. All of us. She's
awesome.
Great woman, great person. And so I would love for her and I to be able to come back. And
I got a story. I got a tag on to the end of that, Bob. Robbie worked with Emily Swallow very closely. We, Matt Cohen, and the rest of us in the circuit didn't know her yet. We hadn't worked yet. So Rob got very excited because she was finally going to do her first convention, and that's awesome. And she was going to make her debut at karaoke. We were saying she's coming to karaoke. It's going to be great. Well. As you know, for karaoke, a lot of times we wear costumes. And Emily Swallow wore a costume, just some arbitrary costume pieces we had back.
Blonde hair.
Yeah, she had a blonde wig on and sunglasses. And at a certain point, Rob Benedict says to the crowd, and everybody's on stage, "I'm so excited this person's here. Ladies and gentlemen, my sister." And a blonde woman who looked nothing like Emily Swallow came out, and they hugged each other in a way that I don't want to ever see a brother and sister held and embraced and caressed each other in unholy ways. The siblings never should. And I'm thinking, this is Rob's, because I've met Rob has a blonde sister in real life. The audience is kind of because they don't recognize it being Emily Swallow. It was one of the more awkward things that have ever happened. And then finally he's like, on TV!
It's not real, it's not real. It's Emily Swallow. Jeez, yeah.
I fucked up, Rich. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for us. That's it for the Rob and Rich show. We've already said goodbye to Mike in the building, but Mr. Stephen Norton is still right here. He's going to join us to sing the song. And we like to sing when we wrap up these songs. We're going to try to do a little bit of a franglais version of the song. We're going to try to spice it up. But this is, if you know the words, by all means, please sing along. Yeah. Here we go. Take it, Baba. Yeah? It's been an awesome week in Montreal. It's been amazing. You people have made it amazing with your warm reception, and we thank you. But now, it's the end of the con as we know it. It's the end of the con as we know it. It's the end of the con as we know it. A lay shade moon. Now you gotta wait till you hear for us. But it's the end of the con as we know it. It's the end of the con as we know it. It's the end of the con.